Hi everyone, this is Jason from Metal Flesh. Today I'm gonna try to rank the entire Annihilator discography, quite a lot of albums. I'm gonna try to spread them out just to keep things nice and interesting. Jeff Waters is the only band member from the start of this band until now, and also he's the main composer and songwriter. Right, we're going to kick things off with 1989, Alice in Hell. What an album. This is a landmark in technical thrash with razor sharp riffs and amazing atmosphere and lightning precision. This is a debut album that instantly placed Annihilator among the best thrash metal bands out there. Highlights will be Alice in Hell and Welcome to Your Death. I'm going to put this on From Here to Eternity. Next year we see Never Neverland, different singer. What can I say about this album? It's a very consistent album. It features amazing, stronger production, phenomenal vocals, and a perfect balance between aggression and melody. Highlights will be Phantasmagoria and Stonewall. This is another From Here to Eternity album. Set the War on Fire came in 1993. We've got a different singer. We've got dramatic shifts in the Annihilator sound. They went for more commercial, catchy and accessible album. This one is more heavy metal orientated with commercial feeling to it. But the songs are excellent. Highlights will be Brain Dance and Set the World on Fire. For me, this is a A-tier album. 1994, we enter the DIY years of Annihilator. Jeff Waters manages to do all the guitars, bass, production and vocals. His vocals delivering is surprisingly amazing and charismatic. The songs are hook driven, energetic, a few really heavy songs and some other softer hard rock sound of it. Highlights will be Fiasco and King of the Kill. I might get shot, but for me this is a B tier record. Refresh the Demon followed in 1996. It's a direct continuation of King of the Kill. Here we've got a heavier and meaner record. Jeff Waters pushes aggression and grit, creating an album with attitude and punch. The overall album is slightly uneven here and there, but it's more memorable than King of the Kill. I tend to revisit this more often than King of the Kill just because it's that tiny bit more heavier. Highlights will be City of Ice and Refresh the Demon. For me is a B tier. I'm just going to put it just by a small fraction in front of King of the Kill. 1997 we see Remains. This was aimed to be released as a Jeff Waters solo album, but obviously at the time the record label, I believe it was SPV, just wanted another Annihilator album. This is a industrial experiment with drum machines, cold tones and dark mechanical aesthetic. It's strange but bold. Again, Jeff Waters deals with everything here. Highlights, Human Remains and No Love. I'm gonna put this on a D tier. 1999 we see Criteria for a Black Widow. This is a darker, harsher comeback with Randy Rampage on vocals. It's an album that is twisted, it's got theatrical tone and powerful riffing. The song structures are amazing. It's a fantastic return to form for Annihilator with a proper thrash record. To me, this is a modernized attempt of Alice in Hell. Highlights will be Bloodbath and Loving the Sinner. So for me, this is an A-tier album, just by a fraction in front of Set the World on Fire. 2001, we see Carnival Diablos. It's a major highlight in the Annihilator discography. Vocals are amazing. It just elevates everything. The songwriting is razor tight. It's just a thrash fest from start to finish. All killer, no filler. Highlights will be Epic of War and Battered. I'm just going to put this one From Here to Eternity. 2002, just a year later, we see the release of Wake in the Fury. It's fast, aggressive, technical. It features a modern production, which it tends to be like the letdown of this album. It's one of the heavier Annihilator albums. It's quite speedy. Highlights will be Firepower and Ritual. For me, this is a A-tier. 2004, we see the release of All For You. Next few records, it features Dave Patton on vocals. I don't enjoy Dave Patton's vocals. The album as a songwriting, they can be good, but I just don't like Dave Patton's voice. So these albums are gonna be on the lower part of the ranking. Right, All For You, melodic, emotional, groove orientated album, blends aggression with vulnerability and melody. This is one of the softer Annihilator albums. Again, for me, letdown is the vocals. Highlights, All For You and Both of Me. For me, this is a D tier. 2005, we see Schizo Deluxe. The songwriting here is a masterpiece. The songs, as in the guitar performance by Jeff Waters, it's heavy, it's sharp, and it's inspired. I believe Jeff Waters stated that the whole album is recorded with downpicking, the same way James Hetfield plays guitar. Again, for me, the vocals are a bit of a letdown. Production is okay, slightly on the weak side, but some of the songs are fantastic here. Maximum Satan is perfect, and Like Father, Like Gun. For me, this is a C tier. 2007, we see the release of the album called Metal. This album contains loads and loads of guests. There's a lot of energy in the album. It's quite chaotic at times. Quite a few filler songs. The material is inconsistent, to be honest, and the production is a little bit uneven. Highlights will be Downright Dominate and Couple Suicide. For me, I don't visit this very often, so it's going to be like in the bin. 2010, we see the release of Annihilator. I really like this album cover, and it's the only one that doesn't feature the Annihilator logo. This is stripped down and highly focused album. Jeff Waters deliver a clean, tight and technical thrash. The negative here is that this album feels like it lacks in standout hits. A few filler songs. Again, for me, the major letdown is the vocals by Dave Patton. Highlight songs will be Betrayed and Payback. This one comes to a D tier. I tend to listen to this more than All For You. 2013, we see the release of two albums, Fist and Rekill. Fist is a modern sound, great energy, heavy, groove orientated, and it just feels like a professional, nice release. It's a more polished and warm than Annihilator. Again, a few filler songs. I tend to listen to this slightly more than Annihilator. Highlights will be Deadlock and Demon Code. For me, this is a D tier, just in front of Annihilator. Rekill came out the same year. The band released it as its own entity. I believe it's a band performing the songs live in the studio with Dave Patton on vocals. They're performing quite a lot of their classic songs. For me, this one doesn't provide anything new. Don't really like Dave Patton's voice, so for me this one's gonna go to Get in the Bin tier. 2015, we see Suicide Society. Amazing in the sense that Seth Waters is back on vocals. It's a solid, energetic release. Great production, nice vocal tones by Seth Waters. The letdown thing is that each song reminds me of something else. Like this one reminds me of something from Megadeth. This one reminds me of something from Rammstein. It's a great release. Highlights will be My Revenge and Break Enter. This one comes up to a C tier. 2017, we see For the Demented. This is a huge return to deep creativity, atmospheric, dark, and it's an inspired record. It's a great release, one of the best ones from the later Annihilator period. As I stated, the vocal performance by Seth Waters is fantastic on this record. Highlight songs will be Phantom, Asylum and Pieces of You. I tend to listen to this quite often. It's just a B tier. 2020, we've got Ballistic Sadistic. It's a vicious, heavy, speed-driven, easily their angriest modern album. It's relentless pacing and it feels exhausting for some listeners, but for me it's just a great album from start to finish. Highlights will be Dressed for Evil and Psycho World. For me, this one comes to an A tier. 2022, we see Metal 2. It's a re-recording of the Metal album with a stronger lineup, thanks to Stu Block on vocals and Dave Lombardo on drums. Comparing this to the original Metal, this one has a better production, better clarity and better cohesion. It's a vast improvement of Metal. It's more powerful and it's more serious. Highlights will be Haunted and also the Van Halen cover of Romeo Delight. So this one comes to a C tier. Right, this is it for now. I hope you enjoyed this album ranking of Annihilator albums from Get in the Bin all the way up to From Here to Eternity. Till next time, stay metal.